Okay, let's start. Maybe this is the topic, instance method declaration. What was the last slide? This one or some other? This one was the slide previously on which we stopped.
Yeah, we stopped in
Types of instance. Okay, yeah, accessor and mutator. Okay. So instance method. I told you the instance method is a normal method in your class without the static keyword. So the non-static method in your class is also called the instance method. For example, if you just look over here on this class, just a minute. If you just look over here, this is the main method starting from here, and it is ending maybe here. No. Yes, maybe ending here. So we have this method, add here, or you have this method, get ID here. So anyhow, this method don't have any static keyword before. So that's why you can call them instance method. But instance methods normally have two types. First is accessor method, other is mutator method. Accessor method. These are the methods which will read the instance variable. Instance variable. So these accessor methods would be the methods which will read the instance variable. What is instance variable? I told you already in previous lectures. These are the different terms that you have to keep it in your mind for a better understanding. Instance variable. What is instance variable? No. The variables that you will declare in the class, in the field, those fields are your instance variable, those fields. For example, here in this get ID method, you are returning this ID, and this ID can be a field in this class. Can be. I don't have this, but if it would be, then that would be an exact example. You will see it will come again and again. So accessor method is, what are these methods? These are the methods which can read instance variable. So that's why, or you can say which can access, but access is not okay. But you can say which can access instance variables. So there's, due to this reason, we are calling them accessor method. And the other name for these methods are the getters. This is another name, getters. And the example of this is this get ID method here. This method is not in any class. It is just an example without the main or without the name of the class. It's just a piece of example. So public int get ID. So this word get before this ID. This get, wherever you will find this word in Java, if you will find this get before any other thing, and if that thing is a method name, then you can call that method a getter. A getters. Similarly, we have the setter method. Setter, just a minute, this picture is coming here. This picture. Similarly, I am saying that we have the setter method, and in setter method you will have this word set, and due to this, and this is the name of a method, this is also a name of the method. So accessor method is a method, but the other name for this method is getters. It is used to read the instance variables, and we normally used a word get within some other combination. I will tell you, if the fields of your class are ID and name, then you can say get ID and get name as the name of your methods here. These would be called, and here you are see return ID. It is returning the value of ID. Whatever the value ID will have, it is just returning. And this is the return type of this method, and it is public. Anyhow, so due to this get word, it is also called getters. It returns the value of a private field. It returns the value of a private field. You can return the value from here of a private field, a variable that will be declared as private in your class. Have a look over here. Let's see. This is class instance method example. This is the starting. Okay. Where it is ending? Here it is ending. Okay. And then you have the main method starting from here and ending here. And what this main method is saying, let's have a check on it. So this is the statement. This is just a comment. So only for understanding, creating an object of the class. So here this is a statement which is creating an object of this class. Instance method example, this is the same name as we have here. And then obj is the name of the object, is equal to new. New is a reserved word which you can use to create an object, to create a memory for that object, new. And instance method example, the same name, and the parenthesis. These parentheses gives me the idea that this is a method. And this is what kind of method it is? This is a constructor we saw previously. So this is a constructor. Anyhow, this whole statement is now creating this object obj. Now with this object, I can access any kind of information which is available in this class. So now after that, I am writing system.out.println. The sum is plus obj.add. So I am calling some add function which is available in this class, obj.add, and I am passing two arguments into it, 12 and 13. So then what? The compiler will go out from this main method and it will search for the add, and it will find the add here. So this is the add method, and this 12 will be copied into this A, 13 into B. And then what? A plus 12 plus 13, 25. This will be stored into this S and return that S. So return that 25. So when it will return, that value come here at this calling statement. So 25 will be here. And then sum is 25. This is printed by this system.out.println command, which you can see here. And here S is used, but there is no any data type mentioned. So that is already defined here. If you will delete this, then you will get an error here that S is not defined. You must have to write int here. So that's why int S is declared here, that that is a variable s with data type integer, nothing else. Nothing else. But here, so this is, you can say it is an instance method, but it is not an accessor, it is not a mutator. It is an instance method. It is a instance method. Non-static method is called instance method. So this add is a normal method without static keyword. So it is called instance method. The method of the class is known as instance method, but it is not accessor, not mutator. Why? Because for accessor, we have the word get, and for a mutator, you have the word set. So if this would be in your class somewhere, then you can call this. This is an instance method, but it is accessor method. Similarly, for here, mutator method, read the instance variable. It will also read the fields or instance variables. And it can also modify the values. So mutator method is a method which can read and also modify. Accessor is not able to modify the values. It can only read. It can only access. This mutator can access and also modify. And this method you can write with the word set, and then you can use some other name. You can also call it setters or another name modifiers. And it will not return anything. Previously, it was returning as something, but this will not return anything. It is used only to set the value of the private field, to set the value, to assign some value, to give some value. So this method mutator will be used only to give some value to some variable or whatever. For example, here, public void set role, int role. So that role is now going as an argument into it, whatever the value, we don't know. But this word set, due to this word set, we know that this set role is setting some value. So that role is coming here. And here you are writing this dot role. So this dot role, due to this blue keyword THIS, this role is the field of your class. And this role on the right-hand side is the role that you have passed here. Otherwise, the name is same, but your compiler can differentiate by looking at this word THIS and simple here. Anyhow, let's see this example. Public class student. Starting from here, and it is ending maybe here. Okay, we will see. The name of the class is student. And here we have two fields, two instance variables. The first one is role. Second one is name. Role has the type integer and it is a private. Accessor and mutator both can access private fields. So that's why we are writing this private. And if these, and this name has the string type, but it is private. Why we are writing private? Because this mutator and this accessor method can handle only private variables, private fields. And these are the fields of the class, role and name. I don't want to tell you what is the definition for the fields because this is something we already discussed. So now here, so what is accessor? Accessor is a getter method used to return the value of the field. I don't have any value in these variables yet. So first I want to set some value into it. Then what method I have to use? Mutator. Good. Shabash. Shabash is my own language word. Maybe you don't understand, but mostly people will understand here in Saudi Arabia because they have Pakistanis here in a majority. And we normally use this word shabash for just giving good gesture. What is the word in Arabic for this thing? It means excellent, okay? It means excellent. It means also live long. Short, it is a short. Anyhow, coming to the point actually. So now, first, here this is a program in which you first want to set the values and then you want to display those values. Okay, this is a program in which you want to set the values first and then you want to display those values by using accessor and mutator method. So I can give you a question, write a program which can take the values and then display the values by using accessor and mutator method, then this is the answer. So, okay, first here we are, okay, leave this thing aside, leave it for a moment. Just come here. And first is roll number, so this one, just come here at this portion. We are going to set the value for the roll number. So public void set roll, and this is the argument which you are going to pass. So this is a setter method. This is a mutator method. Set roll, and its name is set roll. And then you are passing this roll, and here, this is the roll. You want to set the value of this roll and this name. If you will write roll is equal to roll, then your compiler will confuse which is a field, this is a field, which is a field, and which is a normal variable between these two rolls. This roll which you are passing is a normal variable and not this one. You can change it with int r and it will work fine. You will remove this OLL after it and then int r and then write r also here, and then you can differentiate that this r is now going to sign. But you can also use this roll and your compiler can differentiate. Your compiler will understand this roll on the right hand side differently and this roll on the left hand side differently, because this THIS blue keyword is there. And this keyword THIS is telling the compiler that this roll number is this one, sorry, this one. I want to remove. No. So this keyword tells the compiler that this roll number is this one, this private, and we don't have any this keyword with this roll. So that's why compiler know that this roll is this one, which is you are passing here as an argument. So get set roll. So whatever the value you will pass into it, that will be copied into this roll. And then you have another mutator here, public void set name. You are passing some name into it, variable, and that name is going to assign with this name. Now, this name is this one. And the right-hand side name is simply the parameter. And simply get roll is doing what? It is returning the roll. And you have the return type integer. Similarly, get name is doing what? It is simply returning the name, which is this one. You don't have left side and right hand side here. It is simply returning. It is simply returning that value. And now you have this display method, public void display. And then you are calling, starting from here, ending here, system.out.println and roll number is equal to roll. And this roll is, what type of this roll? This roll is this roll, which is you have used for the class. And similarly, student name is equal to name. This is that name. Whatever the value in roll and name would be. Here you don't have any main method. Here in this program, you don't have any main method. If you will run this program, you will not see any output because you don't have any main method. to make it runable, you have to introduce main method somewhere, then it will run. But this program is only for your understanding, nothing else. It will work when you have the main method in it. But this program is giving you, here you are writing accessor method, starting with this get keyword. And here you are writing mutator method, starting with this keyword set. Sorry. You will see examples now. Also, this is not the only one example. Method declaration. At what time I have to go? What is the at 4? 4:15 or 40? Okay, 4:10. Okay. Okay. And you have the class next? You always have the class next. This is the easy thing to bind your teacher, huh? Or to bound your teacher. Okay. Okay, anyhow. So our topic method declaration is still going on. So this instance method is now finished. And now we have another method which has the name abstract method. What is abstract method? A method which will have the abstract word before it. A method with keyword abstract. If that abstract keyword will be in the first line along with its name, then that method would be called abstract method. And those method will not have any method body. This is new thing, okay? This display is a method and it has the method body represented with these curly brackets and this statement. This is called method body. Here we are saying abstract is a method which does not have method body. Okay, so it means that method will not have the things like that. And it would be declared in the abstract class. And if you want to declare that abstract method, you have to declare it in the abstract class. And how you can write it? Okay, here you can write any method name, then the return type is void, and here you have to write the word keyword abstract, and then the parenthesis. This is the syntax. This is not the complete example. This is only the example for the abstract method. For example, here you have this program abstract class demo. We said that if you want to write the abstract method, you must have to write it in the abstract class. So that's why here we are going to write a class demo, which is abstract. So now this class is, the name of the class is demo, and we are writing this abstract keyword before it, which is saying that this class is a abstract class. Leave it if you don't understand it. This will come at the end in CO6, abstraction. This is the starting and this is the ending of the class. And in that class, we are going to write this abstract method. And what is the name of the method? Display, which has the return type void, which is not returning anything. And it has the keyword abstract. And abstract methods are those methods which will have the keyword abstract and does not have the method body. So we don't have any method body, simply semicolon, which is ending this abstract method. And then we have another class. The name of the class is my class. And the keyword written here extends demo. This is a new word for you. This is for inheritance. Leave it because this is CO3. You will understand inheritance there. But what it is doing, that this class, my class, is now becoming the child of this demo class due to this keyword extends. Like you are the child or the children of your parents. So you have the properties of your parents in you. You can access the information of your parents because you are the children of your parents. So now this extend is a keyword which is for inheritance, which is making this class, my class, the child of this demo class. Now demo is parent, my class is child. And if it is a child class, it can access the information of the parent class. Okay. Leave it if you don't understand it, but must have to give you this idea because this is a program. And then, okay, then here, method implementation. Here we are going to give the implementation of that method. Here we are only writing abstract void display. We don't have the body. And now this is the child class. Child class can access the information of the parent class. And in the parent, we have this display method, which is abstract, which does not have the method body. But in the child class, we can introduce the body of that method. Anyhow, void display system.out.println, it is simply printing this message. We have the main method then. First, we are creating an object, demo obj, new my class. For this class, we are creating an object, new my class. And here on the right hand side, you have this demo class. It is different. Left hand side is different, right hand side is different. This is happened only in abstraction when you have the abstract classes. And when I will give you the reason, this topic will come next, but this is a little bit advanced for you. This is a little bit for advanced for you. You will study this abstraction and interface in CO6, and there you will understand why the left hand side is different, why the right hand side is different. But I don't want to disturb your concepts. You can keep with your existing concept, which is the left hand side and the right hand side is same. But we are creating an object, and through that object, we are calling this display method, and then you have this output here. What you have to keep in your mind up to this point, only the definition of abstract method. What is abstract method? A method which a keyword abstract, and it does not have a method body. And if you want to write them, you must have to, you can write them in abstract class. So this is the only thing that I needed up to this point. Leave this whole program, but it is there, so that's why I just explained a little bit. Factory method. A method that will return an object to the class. A method that will return an object to the class to which it belongs. And all static methods are factory methods. The methods which are with the keyword static are called factory methods. And we already studied this topic before. What is static method? We already studied. So I'm just finishing. Don't worry, okay? So if this is the name of your class and this is the object, then number format dot get number instance, this is the getters. Due to this get keyword, I can understand this is a method which is called getters, and I am calling that getter through the name of the class. Why? Because all static methods are factory methods. So if get number instance is a static method, we can call the static methods with the name of the class. Object is not needed for static methods. So that's why we have number format, the name of the class here, and not this object which is obj. We are not calling obj.get number instance. No. Because what are factory methods? All static methods are factory methods. And static methods can be called with the name of the class, not with the object. Okay. And I will start from here, inshallah, next from this Java static keyword.